North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has arrived in the city of Vladivostok in Russia's Far East ahead of his first ever summit with Vladimir Putin. The meeting will take place on Thursday. He was greeted by authorities at a military parade in his honor. Our correspondent Ilya Petrenko was there.
Soon after this train crossed the North Korea-Russia border, the Supreme Leader said that he was happy to be in this country and that he wants this trip to be successful and fruitful.
I come to Russia with the warmth of our people, and I hope my visit will be successful and productive. I also hope that during our negotiations with Honourable President Putin, I'll be able to discuss the matters of resolving the problems on the Korean Peninsula, as well as our bilateral relations.
What exactly he means by that, we can only guess. All this is the so to say, the entourage of Kim Jong-un's arrival in Vladivostok. Literally minutes after the North Korean Supreme Leader got inside his limo, we were given the opportunity to come closer to his armored train. So unfortunately, I won't be able to show you or see for myself any of the extraordinary facilities inside that train that was used by Kim Jong-un's father. I was trying to look through the window, but obviously no chances, and the security guards are watching carefully to make sure that we don't touch it. I've already been told off by them. Inside it, there are high-tech communication facilities, several conference rooms, as well as luxury living quarters. In the middle of the train, there's a special room for Kim Jong-un's wife, and right next to it, two separate carts for bodyguards. There are two restaurants. One is for the Supreme Leader himself, and the second one is for the entire delegation. There's even a special section for the leader's limo in there, the one that we saw on the station square. That massive armored vehicle can actually fit into one of those. Now, in terms of the political context of this meeting, we have to remember what happened a few months ago and also last year. Two face-to-face meetings with an American president, Donald Trump. The world expected a breakthrough, but it didn't happen. No agreements or deals were signed. Pyongyang expected some positive steps from Washington to be made in response to the concessions from the DPRK. One of the things they said they did was destroying a number of nuclear facilities that they used to have. What they got instead was more pressure and threats of new sanctions. And what we found out eventually was that Kim Jong-un was heading to Russia, and the next leader he's going to meet is Vladimir Putin, not Donald Trump. So definitely we are expecting them to discuss the denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. Of course, Moscow's role and where it stands in this conflict is completely different to that of Washington. But if once the Kim-Putin summit is over, we hear about some breakthrough decisions being made in Pyongyang, that is really going to be a diplomatic game changer.
The chairman of the DPRK will spend the night at a hotel located on Ruski Island. The North Korean delegation requested a range of traditional Russian dishes to be served during the stay. So on the menu is borsch, a soup made from beets, pelmeni, which is meat baked in dough, and of course, caviar. While the main event of the summit will be on Thursday, Kim Jong had plenty to occupy him now. He was set to visit major factories as well as the headquarters of the Russian naval fleet. Political analyst Chris Bambury outlined his expectations for Thursday's meeting.
I think Putin is going to say, take it easy here. You need to go, his advice would be, you need to take it gradually and make sure any step you take is has a reciprocal step from the Americans. So I think they'll be discussing the nuclear deal and how the North Koreans can play their card. And I think Kim Jong-un will want Putin's advice here. And I think Putin will be tending to say, a bit more hardball, please. Play hardball with the Americans a bit more. So again, I'm not thinking anything really dramatic here, but I think Russia will make it clear that while it doesn't side with North Korea in terms of developing nuclear missiles, it understands why North Korea wants this nuclear program and understands why the Americans have to treat the North Koreans with respect in these negotiations if the negotiations resume.
So Vladimir Putin will meet Kim Jong-un tomorrow, and of course we'll be across events for you, so do stay with RT for the latest.